Boss, I've been meaning to tell you something. Our old friend Zero hasn't been seen in public since you left the States. That was over 10 years ago now. You suspected he was responsible for the accident at your base in the Caribbean. But at that point, Zero was already bedridden. So it never felt right to me that Zero gave the order. Now that I've seen the man Emmerich was working for, I'm sure he didn't. I know that man. He was our old friend's XO. A man without a face. Not one you want to look at anyway. Skullface. He's the one who destroyed your base 9 years ago. The unit he commands, XOF, was Cypher's strike force. But he's since split from Zero and used XOF to usurp control over Cypher itself. In other words, the Cypher we're hunting isn't Zero. Beyond Zero is a void that's even darker. Skullface.
It wasn't just Cypher. Back in the Caribbean, every eye in the world was turned on us. A private army, just a bunch of guys with guns, in possession of a nuke? Why wouldn't they be uncomfortable?
And that's why you made sure the inspection happened.
Well, I thought our best move was to prove to the UN through the IAEA that we had no nuke. Of course, I was against us having it in the first place, but that was Snake's decision.
The boss wasn't responsible.
Well, don't get me wrong, I still believed in Snake. I thought I was making the best decision for all of us, that's all. I figured we should get a third party to exonerate us before proof of the nuke did get out. And who better to do that than an organization with international authority?
So the truth is, you took it upon yourself to agree to an inspection arranged by the UN. Only the inspection was a ruse, and Cypher's strike force, XOF, showed up instead.
I had no idea that would happen.
Enough bullshit!
Oh, sure, like I could have known. You know, I was just trying to prove our innocence to the world. What's wrong with that?
We're not interested in the excuses you've thought up. The truth is objective.
Just see it from my point of view.
You led XOF to the control tower. They seized it, giving them complete control over the base. Moments later, they detonated C4 on the strut legs. Anyone who'd managed to survive was hunted down by the assault force and their choppers.
You can't believe I did that on purpose.
That was the end of Mother Base. But it wasn't the end for you.
How can you... Look, think about it. I lost something too. I built Zeke and it got buried underwater. I am a victim.
That raises the big questions. Why were you the only one spared? You got away without a scratch. Why did Strangelove leave the base on the eve of the inspection? You two were close.
Strangelove?
And how did you manage to build something that surpasses Zeke in every way? Because you did everything they told you. You're the only one who didn't lose a thing. That is the truth.
I was taken away against my will. Skullface forced me to do his research these past 9 years. He used me. I lost 9 years.
9 years. We all lost 9 years. It wasn't just you.
I suppose blaming me makes you feel better, does it? But who's gonna give me back all the time I lost?
You're not getting anything back.
You're not a victim here, Emmerich. You're the perpetrator.
I didn't know anything.
Nobody can back that up.
Yeah. All the evidence is at the bottom of the ocean.
You know the hardest man to break. The type who's fooling himself. That takes time. It's easier to live a convenient lie than a painful truth. Is that the piece you've chosen, Doc?
I'm not lying.
Of course. Just let me check one or two things. On that day, you were in the control tower with them. Lucky you. That's how you got out unscathed. And you escaped on one of their choppers. Only you, right before the base went under.
They had me blindfolded the whole time. I've never been so scared. The whole flight, I thought they'd kill me. But thinking of you kept me going. My comrades, all the way.
And?
There was a plane journey, then we traveled by road. When they finally took off the blindfold, I was in kind of a warehouse, on the floor. Afghanistan, it was that research lab. I couldn't believe they'd taken me halfway around the world. And soon enough, he came.
Skullface.
He's the one who's really behind that Mother Base attack. He forced me into that research.
What kind of research?
He told me to build a bipedal walking tank for the Soviet Union. Like Peace Walker. A system that could fire an ICBM-class nuclear weapon. That's how the Sahelanthropus project got started.
Sahelanthropus.
Those AI weapons I'd made in Costa Rica were like toys by comparison. A whole world apart from reptilian four-legged crawling and that ridiculous hunched-over bipedal waddling. My design evolved. To the dawn of mankind. Sahelanthropus, the first steps towards humanity. An upright bipedal weapon system. Originally, Sahelanthropus was going to be a manned weapons platform. I designed a cockpit in its head, and I planned to fill it with water as a buffering agent.
Like how Paz modified Zeke for human control.
Don't compare me to some amateur. I designed it for human control from the beginning. The problem was miniaturizing the posture control AI. You remember the reptile pod?
The AI that controlled your unmanned weapons.
Attaching it externally makes it vulnerable, so this time I wanted it beneath the armor. Meaning I had to make the AI smaller. I got it down to less than 1/10 the size without any loss in computation speed. But it was still too big for the cockpit. There wasn't enough room for the pilot. If I made the head bigger, its body would have to be bigger to support it. Too big to be practical. In the end, human piloting was taken off the table. I tested a remote control system too, but there was the time lag and I wasn't satisfied with its precision either. Plus, it would be useless if the enemy jammed it. So next, I went back to trying an AI-only system. To do that, I had the AI pods recovered from Nicaragua. This was a hybrid AI, a combination of Peace Walker's reptile and mammal pods. The only AIs that had ever successfully operated an unmanned nuclear weapon system.
Really? You'd need some help to get that working. Expert help.
Did you work with someone?
I worked alone.
You did that yourself?
That's the thing. The AI didn't pan out in the end either. But I did finally get Sahelanthropus walking by folding over its upper body to lower its center of gravity. The first upright bipedal locomotive weapon system in the history of mankind. I guess, technically it falls into the anthropoid ape category.
I don't see the benefit of having it stand taller.
On terrain with significant differences in elevation like Afghanistan, you need a body that's vertically adaptable. That also lets it attack from long range while using mountain ridges for cover. So, making it walk upright was the most important factor in giving it superior height capability. As the name suggests, that was the whole point of Sahelanthropus. But I was being pushed for results. Having the AI mounted externally would have been the fastest way to get it working. I just needed more data so it could maintain its balance. But Skullface refused to wait. He dismissed the idea of AI control and took Sahelanthropus away from me before I could finish it.
But it was walking when it came after you.
That's just it. I don't understand how Skullface got it to move upright, without a pilot or an AI. And walking at that speed, too. It's beyond anything I could have imagined. This is like the Wright brothers making it to the moon. I'm just as clueless as you are.
So this Sahelanthropus, where is it now?
I have no idea. All my experiments took place at that cave. I've never seen it anywhere else. Besides, it's still just an incomplete prototype at this point, and nothing but a paper tiger. Even if it can walk, it's far from being a viable weapons platform. It wouldn't be useful in actual battle.
Emmerich will remain here at Mother Base for now, but not as a member of Diamond Dogs. I still don't trust him. That work for you?
Fine by me. He can't be allowed any contact with staff either.
Yeah. A lot of the guys would love some payback for 9 years ago. We still need him alive. But we have to restrict his movements. He can only go where we tell him. And of course, the interrogations will continue. He worked for that skull bastard for nearly a decade. He still has more to tell us.
How long are we gonna press him?
If our investigation shows he really had nothing to do with the attack, we'll reconsider his place here. But I don't expect that to happen. Remember that water tank-shaped object in Emmerich's lab in the Soviet base camp? The thing that started talking to you like a possessed answering machine. That was a pod built for housing the AI used to control unmanned weapons. You remember, back in '74 in Costa Rica. It was in those machines you fought there. They were designated Pupa, Chrysalis, Cocoon, and Basilisk, and each of them was fitted with an AI unit called a reptile pod. Emmerich created it. It mainly handled the machine's posture control and autonomous behavior. But the Basilisk, aka Peace Walker, also featured a second AI pod. That one was called the Mammal Pod, and it was created by Dr. Strangelove. She tried to recreate the boss's personality through the Mammal Pod, but you pulled out its memory boards. That's when it transferred its own functions to its reptile pod. Just like a human brain compensating for damage by using the remaining healthy parts. The result was a unique entity, a hybrid of the reptile and the mammal. It sank to the bottom of Lake Nicaragua with Peace Walker. But apparently they salvaged it and transported it to that lab. Don't let it deceive you, Snake. It may sound like the boss, but it has neither a personality nor a will. Like Emmerich says, it's just a machine.
Please select a mission. Deploying.
Target is Angola's Mfinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water. The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mfinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group UNITA moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. UNITA's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on UNITA could tell us who's pulling its strings. on to tracking down Skullface, and Cypher with him. Good luck, boss. First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Kuala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied. The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war, sent to conflict zones as private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason. No banner. But it's how they survive. The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're standing in is just the latest example.
Boss, this contract comes out of Angola. That's right, Central Africa, where Emmerich claimed they were working on a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. There's been a massive oil spill from Mafinda oil field. It's flowing into the river and contaminating the water supply. An environmental NGO has asked us to stop the spill by destroying the facility. Environmental activism isn't exactly our line of work, but it's not that simple either. The group operating the oil facility and causing the spill is the rebel group UNITA. And word has it that UNITA is getting supplied with U.S. military weapons. That sounds to me like Cypher's pulling their strings. Boss, it's time to give Cypher a little surprise.
You've arrived at Masa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for UNITA, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
The map has been updated.
It's Digitalis. It's toxic, but it can also be used as medicine.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Afrikaans, speak, please. Afrikaans praat, alsjeblieft.
The PF soldiers are speaking Afrikaans, an official language of the Republic of South Africa. Boss, we're gonna need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying. We'll look into it here, but for now, you'll just have to make do without one. You gonna extract him? Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Sun will set shortly.
He's coming too. Roger that. You gonna extract him? He's coming too. Roger that.
Caution, rain approaching.
You've made it past the village. Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver.
Arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Development project has been added.
Is the property of Saner, South African Natural Resources. Saner drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. And when the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means United's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean. Rain. Sound of rain. That used to be a settlement. Now it's burned to the ground.
Enemy presence detected. The map
There it
has
is.
been updated.
The oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Clouds approaching. You have arrived at your destination. have arrived at your destination.
Hey, say, hey.
There's the transfer pump control room. The emergency stop button is probably inside it. Bodies. Why? Oil transfer pump shutoff confirmed. Next, destroy the oily water separator tank. That'll ensure they can never use the facility again.
Baas het die plan vir nagoorlog gefinaliseer. Hulle gaan vir almal in die eenheid flitselig maak om te behoorde.
You have arrived at your destination.
Net so goed jy maak 'n banier op jou voorkop vas. Skiet my. Hang af van hoe jy dit gebruik. Ek kan dit aansien.
Wat is de situatie? Alle eenheden, staan bij.
Please have supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
CP, dat is Delta 4. Onderzoek voltooid. Geen teken van die vijand. Over.
You destroyed the separator tank. Objectives complete.
Vision.
No security will be tighter after that explosion. Get out of there ASAP.
Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude. Departing.
development project has been added.
All right, mission complete, boss. Boss, we took another look into Saner, the owner of the oil field. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Saner's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company's essentially non-existent. 3 years ago, that investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs. And get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Saner's name from the shadows. But what about those strange corpses? Just what the hell were they doing over there?
Hey! Snake! I've customized a walker gear just for you. It features a silent running system, great for infiltration missions, and you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid.
Side ops list updated.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We received a new job offer. It doesn't seem connected to Cypher or Skullface at all. But if it goes well, we may get an Afrikaans interpreter. The details are on your iDroid.
Weather will clear shortly. Please specify a project. Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Deploying.
Several high-level British CFA officials are being held by their Afrikaner colleagues. One of these prisoners is the rescue target, a guy known as the Viscount. The target's location is unknown, but they're bound to have an interpreter present when they interrogate him. We've used info from the intel unit to predict the interpreter's location. It's on your iDroid. Follow the interpreter and extract the target when you find him.
Please select a drop point.
Be careful down there, boss.
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's not the target. Orders are only the Viscount gets rescued. Can't understand why he'd receive special treatment, but I don't imagine it'll be a problem to save the other prisoners too.
Updated.
You found the interpreter. Now follow him to the target.
Botswana 2 weke gelede besoek. Vir die Suid-Afrikaanse bankinstansie. Ja, nasies onder die nasies. Veel erken dit vir 'n slim politiek. Kry al die swart saam in een plek. Jy dwing hulle tot onafhanklikheid. Of in ander woorde, jy dwing hulle om 'n regte Suid-Afrikaanse optrede. Wat is dit nou? Hele wêreld is
Development project has been added.
Hulle is vrygestel van Suid-Afrikaanse wette soos die casinos, strip shows, hele gedoe.
sun will rise momentarily.
Hy sê hulle weet nie wie die informant is.
Ek spit dit, man.
He does not believe you.
Maar as jy so graag immer op soek.
If you want to die, we will. We never should have worked with the Brits. Geen nationalist.
Apartheid on its last legs already. Give it the times.
Apartheid is besig om tot 'n einde te kom.
Dis die arrogansie van 'n verraaier.
That is some attitude from a traitor.
What am I supposed to say? Trust me?
Hy verwag nie dat jy hom moet vertrou nie.
But how about we make a deal?
Hy sê hy wil probeer om 'n ooreenkoms te sluit.
Daardie deur is reeds toe.
That door is closed already.
Wait!
Oh, you're back.
If you're going to use a weapon, be careful not to draw the enemy's attention. What are you doing? If the interpreter doesn't show up, they won't be able to attend. Boss, with that panic going on, they could decide to kill the target. Hurry. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Target extraction confirmed. Get yourself out of the hot zone. By chopper or by land. It's your choice.
Mission info has been updated. The map has been updated. Please select a landing zone. Exfiltrated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Unit function added.
Mission complete. Great work. Boss, now that the Viscount is no longer with the CFA, he says he wants to work for us. Something about him bugs me. But he did pay us for the contract, and he'll probably come in useful for something. See if you can find a place for him. According to the Viscount, the CFA planned to switch sides from the United Rebels to support the MPLA government forces in exchange for oil field rights. By the way, boss, we got some interesting news out of our friend the Viscount. He mentioned that more than a few PFs in the region have purchased walker gears. The CFA's the same. That's Soviet Army technology, and it's still a prototype. Only Cypher could be leaking it to the PFs. But the question is, why?
Side ops
Boss,
list.
one of the latest missions to come in is connected to the walker gears. This could be our chance to close in on Cypher. Take a look at your mission list. Boss, one of the latest missions to come in is connected to the walker gears. This could be our chance to close in on Cypher. Take a look at your mission list.
Hard to believe how many of those bipedal weapons have popped up around Africa.
When did that start?
No more than 6 months ago. Didn't really hit me until I came here.
They're not supposed to be in use yet. Emmerich says they were still doing the last round of fine-tuning.
The doctor has no idea. His research has already hit the black market. Both sides of the Iron Curtain will have it by now. Even so, they're spreading much too fast. Sure, the walker gears can operate in any terrain. Their mobility's just as good in the jungle as it is in the desert. That would come in handy in a place like Africa. They are modules that can one day be used as nuclear weapon systems. And with that in mind, the numbers are way too large. There must be another reason they're so widespread.
Like what?
It's all about needs. To small-time outfits like most of these private forces, this product is a dream come true.
Approaching.
Hell, it goes beyond PFs. This is the ultimate weapon, the forbidden fruit, for anyone with an enemy to fight and people to defend.
The nuclear deterrent.
Exactly. Sounds familiar, huh? PFs are all operating off your playbook. You created these times. But could this be the new weapon in Africa that Emmerich talked about? If it is, why is Cypher letting everyone and his brother get their hands on one? What comes next? Selling nuclear weapons in the open? Making them public property?
Why don't they give that a try? Then the next war really will be fought with sticks.
Right. The man we're dealing with isn't foolish enough to make a suicide pact with the world.
So, what is Cypher really up to?
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Deploying.
Boss, this contract comes from the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, also known as the MPLA. The PF at Ditati Abandoned Village has been supplied with walker gears. Your job is to eliminate them all. Destroy them, extract them, whatever you see fit. This just might get us closer to the walker gear supplier, Cypher. Good luck, boss.
Please select a drop point. The The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Boss, this contract comes from the MPLA, the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola. Apparently, new Western bipedal weapons have been deployed to Ditati Abandoned Village and are a threat to their troops. Our job is to eliminate them. The bipedal weapons they're talking about are, of course, walker gears. As I previously reported, they're already in active service with PFs in Africa. But don't you find it strange? A PF employed by the West obtains a prototype developed by the Soviets, yet the Russia-backed MPLA don't know the details. Eastern weapons technology developed in Afghanistan is being supplied to the West in Africa. Only Cypher would be capable of making something like that happen. So, boss, eliminate the walker gears at Ditati Abandoned Village, just like the MPLA have asked. Once you do, the PF will need to contact its supplier, giving us a chance to close in on that supplier, Cypher.
Siren will set shortly. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived.
The targets have been deployed to that outpost. Find and eliminate all of them. You gonna extract him?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's a target. Eliminate it any way you'd like.
Asseblief. Moet niet te doen.
Where are your friends? Speak.
Extraction failed. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Where are your friends? Spit it out. Spit it out.
The map has been updated. Extraction failed. Weather will clear shortly.
He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
Heads up. Money's get me.
Where are the others?
Ozzy, hey? Let's come on! Ik wil niet
Where are the
niet.
others?
Help me!
Ik wil niet
Where are the
niet.
others? Hands up. Where are your friends?
Alsjeblieft. Moet niet te doen.
Hands up. Where are your friends?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Werkelijk.
Damn it! Iemand help mij!
You gotta extract him. Okay, subject is in. Target destroyed. Excellent work. Keep it up. Another one down. Now for the next.
Er is CFPF, begreep. Het kan een vijandige aanval wezen.
Nice work.
Maak er weer.
Great. No targets remaining. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Being updated.
CFPF, Zulu 6. Ontploffen. Van alle instructie. Oor. Er is CFPF, begreep. Wees waakzaam in. Racing veiligheid. Uit.
Please select a landing zone. A support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Extraction arrived at Metabase.
Speed Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Speed Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Buddy departing area of exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Warning.
Yes, mission complete. Boss? Boss, we were right. Once you'd eliminated those walker gears, a resupply call was made from Ditati to CFA headquarters. The CFA then contacted none other than Saner. That's right, the shell company that owned Mfinda Oilfield. So Saner was just a front for Cypher. The resupply won't be happening just yet. But we did learn that the walker gears are transported out of Nova Braga Airport. Apparently, there's a distribution network on the Savannah that links all the PF outposts. I'll have the intel team investigate this network. If Cypher is supplying PFs with walker gears, the PFs have to be offering them something in return. We follow the money trail, and we might just find ourselves on Cypher's doorstep.
Mission list
Boss,
updated.
the intel team has come back with its report following its investigation into PF logistics. Cypher has to be involved with this distribution network somehow. One thing in particular caught my eye. A convoy that regularly crosses the Savannah. On paper, it's just mined resources going to the government, but the security's much too heavy. At the very least, it's worth checking out. Take a look at the mission.
Please specify a project. Please select a landing zone. Deploying.
A bionic arm developer has submitted a proposal for a new feature. An active sonar that can detect the positions of soldiers, prisoners, and animals. To start development, give the order from your iDroid.
Careful down there, boss.
Marker placed.
Khan's English interpreter operating somewhere in that area. If you extract him, it could be plenty useful for us. That's the target.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please select landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
Marker removed. Please specify a project.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I know you're an expert when it comes to solo infiltrations, but now you have buddies who will fight alongside you. Use your iDroid to deploy them whenever you like. The role of your buddies is to support you during missions. There's more than one way for them to do that. To get the most out of a buddy's abilities, you need to give the right order for the situation.
Please select a heading to Afghanistan. Deploying. Has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
The security forces must know something about the targets. After you grab or hold up an enemy, try interrogating them.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Talk. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated. Marker placed.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Heads up. Where are the others? Speak.
The map has been updated.
You gonna extract him?
Clouds approaching.
Туза! Я не хочу умирать!
Where are your friends? Spit it out. Spit it out.
Кто-нибудь, помогите!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Эй, смотри! Не делай этого!
Where are the others? Talk.
The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Where are your friends? Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
You have arrived at your destination. Side-ops list updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please select a support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Caution. Sandstorm approaching. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Side ops list updated.
Like your horse, you can give commands to D-Dog as well. He'll normally follow you around. You can also make him wait somewhere or lure an enemy by barking at him. Or you can sick him on the enemy to slow him down. Develop new gear just for him, and I'm sure he'll be capable of even more damage.
Please select a landing zone. Deploying. Development complete. Please specify a project.
Be careful down there, boss.
Marker placed. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Не стреляй!
Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
Снимите меня!
Clouds approaching.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Контакт! Нет, не делай этого!
Where are the others? Speak. Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
Снимите меня отсюда!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Sun will set shortly. You have arrived at your destination. Side ops list updated.
You gotta extract him.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please select landing.
You destroyed their anti-air radar?
Requested.
It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
operations.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please select a mission. Mission accept. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Boss, your objective is to steal an entire truck from a PF convoy. We don't have a fix on the truck we want, but the intel team has spotted the unit that's been tasked with escorting it. They're stationed at the guard post to the north of Nova Braga Airport on the Savannah. The rendezvous with our target will be any time now. Start by heading to that guard post. Then follow the escort unit. They should lead you right to the target truck. Boss, extract them from the mission area. You can check the target details on your iDroid.
Marker placed.
Be careful down there, boss.
The map has been updated.
Boss, about those walker gears deployed by the CFA. It appears that it's not just the CFA. PFs all along the Angola-Zaire border are also getting equipped with them. The bipedal technology was developed by the Soviets, but Cypher's the one supplying it to the PFs. The question is why? What's in it for them? The answer may lie in the compensation being traded to Cypher by the PFs. Many outfits operating in Africa get locally mined resources as spoils of war. Diamonds, nuggets of gold, and rare metals. According to the intel team, there's a PF convoy that regularly transports the goods, escorted by armored vehicles, no less. Pretty heavy security for crossing the remote Angolan savannah. I can't imagine Cypher would be so interested in minerals alone. Those convoys have to be transporting something else. Something that holds the key to Cypher's plans. Boss, I want you to extract the truck, cargo and all, from the PF convoy. Let's find out what Cypher's real goals are.
Mission info updated. The
These bastards are pulling guard duty. That proves the cargo is headed to Cypher.
Supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Now you just have to extract the target.
Select a drop point. Dispatch requested. Buddy departing area of operations.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Buddy has arrived. The map has been updated.
You gotta extract him. That soldier, he isn't with the CFA. What could be so important that it would require 2 major PFs to guard it?
The map has been updated.
You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
The map has been updated.
You gotta extract him.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
The map has been updated.
You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Marker placed. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected.
He's coming too.
The map
Roger that.
can select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Supply drop complete.
You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. You gotta extract him. He's coming too. Roger that.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Sun will rise momentarily.
Coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Good. You're in the target truck. Drive it out of the hot zone. He's coming too. Roger that.
Placed. Marker. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. destination.
You gonna extract him?
Guard post captured.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Good dog.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only. Boss, we searched the truck you recovered. There were two primary types of cargo. First, drums of malachite, a copper ore. That took up most of the truck bed. But malachite isn't valuable enough to warrant an escort. The real cargo was likely the second item, a shielding container. The contents, yellow cake. That's right, the raw material for a nuclear weapon. That might point to the weapon to surpass Metal Gear Emmerich told us about. But who can say? Thing is, there isn't a lot of it. Not enough to make a nuclear warhead. Give us some time. We'll look into it. Try to figure out why they had this under such close guard.
Side ops list
Boss,
updated.
this is an emergency.
Mission list
We had two
updated.
intel team agents undercover at the PF, Contract Forces of Africa. The CFA have captured them both. They don't have long to live. You've got to get them out of there ASAP. This means Cypher might be getting wind of our existence. We may need to move more cautiously from now on. I just hope this incident has nothing to do with them. I've added the details to your mission list. Don't let them down, boss.
Clouds approaching.
You gotta extract him.
Guard post captured. The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Good. Good dog.
Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude. Departing.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Deploying.
our intel team members are being held captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live. It appears that one of our 2 men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's the last we heard from him. Your map is marked with a predicted field of movement based on where his transmissions cut off. The other man is still captive inside the encampment. Boss, rescue our men. Extract them both and get them back to Mother Base.
Be careful down there, boss.
The map has been updated.
This is an emergency. We had 2 intel team agents undercover at the PF Contract Forces of Africa. The CFA have captured them both. They don't have long to live. You've got to get them out of there ASAP. Since our mission at the oil field, we're no longer just business rivals to the CFA. We're enemies, and they want revenge. Our men will be killed the moment the interrogation's complete. And then it won't just be a matter of 2 dead soldiers. Their execution will be a catalyst, sparking resentment within Diamond Dogs against the CFA. Our men will push us to retaliate. Then things will cease to be about business. We'll be starting a personal war. That's not what we set out to do. The 2 men are being held in Kaziba camp. Hurry, boss. They're counting on you. Don't let them down.
Our staff member on the run last contacted us from that forest. The enemy PF already has troops spread out in a manhunt to find him. Keep your eyes open. Extract our man before their search team can find him. Check his location on your iDroid.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
You've reached the target's predicted field of movement. If he's gone to ground, he'll have hidden himself somewhere in that area.
Presence detected.
Find him.
The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Rescue the other target.
The map
Head for Kaziba camp.
Dit is jullie Jen. Een vreemde ballon gezien. Het bleek ons het aandelen. Met de onderzoek. Oor. De CFF begrijp. Ons is onder een aanval.
Enemy presence detected.
Boss, our man you extracted gave us all the intel he could. Now we know exactly where our other agent is being held captive. And he brought back intel on the CFA. Guy deserves a raise. Check it on your iDroid.
The map enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
De CFF begrijp. Wees waakzaam in. Rating veiligheid. Uit.
Sorry. That caused you all this.
Okay, subject is in. Kaziba camp, an enemy outpost. It's got good visibility and not many places to hide. Use the landscape wherever possible.
GPS Delta 9. Ons het reeds die gebied bespied. Ons kon niemand vind nie. Oor. Dit is CP, begryp. Wees paraat. Uit.
The enemy's given up their search for you. But they're not giving the all-clear just yet. Stay alert.
Where are your friends?
Boss, we've picked up some movement. The squad is on its way to Gaziba camp. We've ID'd them as some CFA heavyweights. These aren't your everyday reinforcements. Whatever's about to happen, you need to get the target out now.
GPS Delta 9. Ons is gevallen lid. Die vyand moet naby wees. Oor. Dit is CP, begryp. Beskerm sekuriteit en vind die indringer. Uit.
We got some information out of that soldier you extracted. His squad was on their way to the encampment to execute our intel team member. We also now know exactly where they're keeping the target. I'm sending the location to your iDroid.
Destination. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Dit is CP, begryp. Wees waaksaam en ry die vyand uit. Uit.
The map has been
That's him.
updated.
That's the target. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper.
They kept saying the disease was her fault. Just shouting it at me.
Clouds approaching.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. You gonna extract him? Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Just shouting it at me. Over and over. Kept saying, you think we're angry? The poor bastards from Massa Village will bleed you all dry for this.
Please select support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
squad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Confirmed extraction of both targets. Boss, on behalf of all the Diamond Dogs, thank you.
Departing.
Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Mission complete, boss. Boss, one of the job offers we received concerns me.
Mission list.
There's a PF commander who's been talking big about getting into the nuclear arms trade. This could be connected to that yellow cake. And there's another contract I'd like you to handle. It's a wet job, but we need to divert Cypher's attention. Check the mission list for the details.